Hello students. So in this video I am going to show you how to get around and use Canva for your first, or I guess it's your second project. So first off we need to go to their site. So I'm going to come here and put in Canva, not autocorrect canvas, I want Canva. And there it pops up here. And click right there. And right away it'll take you to their landing page, which is asking you to pick a pricing plan. You do not need to pay for a plan to use this. Of course they want people to pay, but there is a free option. So instead of clicking one of these, you want to go to sign up. Now, know that if you are using this on, let's say, a tablet or a phone, where these things are might look a little different, and of course they're going to update their site sometimes, so some of the photos and text may change a bit, but this is pretty general. Just look for that sign up instead. And sometimes here it will ask you to to do a Canva Pro also. So instead you can sign up with email, click there, and you can put in your name, your email, your password, and get started. I already have an account, so I'm just going to go to log in. Now, I noticed last time when I did the get started, it tried to take me to another page that asked me to sign up for Pro again, and so I just went up to the corner and clicked on skip. So if that comes up, look for something that says skip, or go to my free trial. So there's login. I'm going to go ahead and log in instead. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about. It says, oh, you can try Pro for free. Well, that's great. There's a 30-day trial. If you want to try that trial, that's fine, but I would suggest waiting till the class is almost over, or maybe halfway through class. So if you want to use those other things, yeah. But you can go here, skip Canva Pro for now. All right, and it takes you to their home page. And here we have all kinds of different stuff. We have the home, we have templates, discover, learn. There's a lot of really great tutorials on here. And of course, pricing for their different types of plans. Now for your project, for your Facebook project, you're going to be making a Facebook profile image, a cover, and an event photo. So let's go ahead, and you can see I had already looked it up before. I've got Facebook cover. Now if you just start typing in Facebook, it'll start popping up with all kinds of stuff. So here we have cover, and here we have event cover. And this is pretty helpful. We have also the pixels. So the size of these graphics and what's recommended will change from time to time with different updates to Facebook. So it's nice to know how much the pixels are in case. Also, if you want to create this in Photoshop instead, or Illustrator, or some other program, you can know that the recommended pixels are. I'm going to go ahead and just click on this Facebook cover. And now it takes us to all kinds of different templates that you can scroll through and look through and pick something that maybe looks good to you that you can change for your own brand, or you can start with blank. I'm going to go ahead and just go blank. And now we come into their editor. And when you first sign up, it will give you a quick tour of this page, but I'm going to go ahead and show you around as well. So there's all kinds of different stuff you can add, as you can see here on the side. And we also have some stuff up here at the top. Now notice that this resize has this little crown here. Everything that has a little crown is going to be only available if you have Canva Pro. So just keep that in mind. All right, so first of all, I'm going to come down and find a background. And let's see, let's pick this background. So we have a background here, and when you click on your element, and you can see that there's this thin blue line around it, that means that it's selected. Different options come up as well. You could play with all of these different options. Now, some options, like this one with the little crown, is only available on Pro. Don't worry. You don't have to use Pro for this class. There's filters, adjustments. You want to go brighter. Contrast. All kinds of different adjustments, crops, and such. So you can play with all of these things. Go ahead and reset that. And if I just click here, it takes that away. So yeah, there's all kinds of great backgrounds that are free to use. If you come across a background, so see this one says free. This one does not say free. So if you try to click on it, what happens is it is marked with the Canva logo. So if I were you, I would stick to the free ones for now. All right, let's try this one out. This one's pretty. Okay, so now I can go ahead and add some more stuff. If you want to add your own photos, you come up here to Uploads, and you can click Images or Videos. You can drag them right here from your desktop, or you can click here and find your image and add it in here. You can also use their free images. There's all kinds of different stuff up here, looking for a beach photo, ocean, whatever it is. There's all kinds of different stuff that they have absolutely free for you guys, which is pretty cool. Now, I always recommend using your own photos, only because, well, in this case, the ones that are free, then obviously you have the rights to use them. If you try to pull photos off the internet, you might not have the usage rights to use them. And the other reason to use your own photos is they're more unique. You took them, you're the only one that has that specific photo, and it's going to be unique to your brand. But let's say you did want to find a photo. Let me add a person. Let's see. People. All right. So we have all kinds of different photos here. If you click one, it'll automatically pop up on there, and oh, that's one of the non-free ones. So if I clicked remove watermarks, it would tell me to go ahead and purchase free elements, which I don't want to do. So I'm going to delete this. So right now it's selected. You see there's this little blue-green line around it. So when it's selected, all I have to do is hit the delete button and it's gone. Okay, so let's look for one that's free. Let's go with this one. All right, so now there's no branding. And now that we have this up here, there's again all of these different options that pop up here. Effects, filter, adjustments, crop, flip. You can also move stuff around. You can resize it by taking the corner up or down. You can also do somewhat of a crop by taking these handles around. And you can also spin things around. If you come down here to the bottom, these double little arrows will help let you spin it around. Okay, so we have a photo there. Now you can also add elements, which are pretty fun. You find something that works out. So again, here's one that says free. I'm going to click on it. And there it is in my design. And I can make it larger. And again, we have some more options up here for it. You want to add text, same thing, come down here. You can either click up here to like add a heading, subheading, a little bit of text. And if you do that, then you have these options up here to try different fonts. And again, you can see here the ones with the little crowns are the ones that you have to be a pro user to use. But all of these other ones are free to use. We're going to talk about fonts later on in the semester, but at some point you're probably going to want to pick some fonts that are specific to your brand that you use that help make it recognizable that this is your brand. This is your brand. So I'm going to click here to change it. This is my brand font. so that every time you use it, people know that, hey, that's yours. And of course, there are more options up here. We have the font size, we have color. So let's throw white on there. And you know, some other options and such. So now that that's done, I can click here and make it larger and such. Let's see. Now I'm going to go ahead and delete this photo. So I clicked on it again. It's selected, so it has a little blue line around it. And I hit delete, and it's gone. I'm going to move her over. So I'm click on her once to select, and then click and drag to move over. Woohoo! All right. And of course, you can also use these different templates as well. There's all kinds of different fun stuff that you can use. Click on it, and it adds it right in. Oops, I clicked on it twice. Delete, delete. All right. Don't worry about the videos for now, but there's all kinds of different stuff you can play with. These are just app integrations. You don't really need to worry about that now, but it looks like you can like hook it up straight to your Facebook and so be able to post from here too. Don't worry about that for now. Just worry about designing something that is helps your brand and communicate what it is and would be on your Facebook profile. All right, so let's say I'm all done with this for whatever brand I would be working on. Next, I want to go to right up here where it says download, and there's some different options up here. We have download, share link, present, Facebook page, email. If you come here to download, there are different options here. So we have file types, and I'm actually going to change it to JPEG. We want to keep these kind of small to turn them in, okay? And so the size is already here, the quality is already set, that's all good. You click download. And let's go ahead and rename this. I would rename it with your last name or your brand name. And I always like to make sure when I'm naming stuff, I put in a lot of descriptive text so I know what it is when I'm looking through files later, especially when you start doing this a lot or managing multiple brands, which I've done in the past. And so you don't want to get confused on where everything is going. So, hey, let's even make a new folder. 55 brand. Haha. Create Facebook FB _ cover photo. Now, instead of, just a quick note, instead of using just a regular space, I use underscores. And one of the reasons for that is that if you are working on a website that uses HTML, it makes the files really funky when you leave a space. It converts that space into a percentage sign instead, and it starts getting really weird looking. So instead of using a regular space, use an underscore instead. So let's say this was going to be for specific, I'm going to say July 2020. That could be helpful too, to know the date that you were going to use this for. Okay, hit save. And again, it's going to tell you, ask if you want to do it. Don't worry about it, just hit the X. Okay, and so now if I come here to Finder, I've got my folder here. I've got my file all ready to turn in. Yay! All right, guys, so that's the basics of Canva. Pretty easy. Really fun to use. So have fun with this assignment. Remember to try to stay on message with what your brand is about and create something that'll work for that. Cheers.